front in the first spot with the best record. And, of course, Charlotte. They have a lot of ground to make up. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. We've got Jay. Karl-Anthony Towns is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward. And for the Hornets, we've got Nick Richards. Curry is out there with Trey Mann. Then there's Miles Bridges. And it's Green in at the 3 slot. Look at the Hornets. They've already suffered 2 losses in their first 2 games of this NBA Cup tournament.
Well, this has been a little bit of a nightmare start in the Cup for them. Their full focus should be on the regular season.
And now, checking out how the Knicks are doing. What a fantastic start to the group stage. 2-0. And looking to continue their winning ways.
And yeah, on the road tonight, it'll be a bit of a challenge, but 3 is that magic number. If you win 3 group stage games, there's a good chance you advance.
And for MP specifically, these Cup games have extra meaning. He's made it very clear. He really wants to take this home.
And I think of this game 3 of the group stage as moving day. We separate the contenders from the pretenders. MP will have to step up, take on a big role tonight.
Here's Mann. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. Bridges misses. And so Anunoby will bring it up for the Knicks. And the basket by Jay.
Yeah, OG not an elite playmaker, but let's face it, if it's open, you got to move it that time, getting the assist.
You know, Greg, one thing you notice, we were just talking about this with the Hornets in recent years, a lot of changing lineups.
And you expect that with the team, with where they're at. They're looking for any advantage game to game and trying to build that identity as a franchise.
Now, let's go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Charles Lee.
And they're focused on limiting one of the best shooting bigs ever in Karl-Anthony Towns. Now, Coach said earlier, Towns is a machine on the offensive end. Will try to make Cat into a passer, get the ball out of his hands. We'll see if they can accomplish that. Kevin?
Thank you, David. It's stolen by Green. Pass to Mann. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. And that one, good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
On the wing, Bridges. Back to Mann. With the teardrop. That one goes in. Mann's got 6.
I love the fact that Bridges does a little bit of everything, including passing the ball.
Here's Towns, and that one drops.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Curry looking around, launches it. Karl-Anthony Towns with the rebound. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for the Knicks. Leading by 5. Anunoby passes to Jay. To the inside. The kick out to Anunoby. Here's Towns. No good. The Hornets have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Ball's knocked loose. Green, the pass to Curry. Pass to Richards. Here's Mann. And the 3 off target. New York leading by 5. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one is on time.
First team foul.
Hey guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
Yeah, getting to the inside is really important, but It's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
Free throw good by Curry. Some changes for Charlotte. Taj Gibson's checked in for Nick Richards. And it's Williams in for Bridges. And a new group in for the Knicks. Robinson's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Achua comes in for Josh Hart. Miles McBride's checked in for OG Anunoby. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Jay. And both free throws good for Curry.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Brunson finds McBride. Now, here's Achua. He's for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game.
Don't let him breathe, all right?
Hornets trail by 6. Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. We've got Anunoby. Josh Hart out there with Robinson. Then there's Jay. And it's McBride in at the 2-go.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Here's Jay. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And the defense didn't have position. They whistle a blocking foul, and he'll go to the line. You know, Greg, with this being game 3 of the group stage, you have to start looking at how tiebreakers might work for teams that have the same record in play. I mean, it's fascinating.
And I believe the first tiebreaker is head-to-head record in the group. If that doesn't solve it, a tie then goes down to each team's point differential. So there are a few more tiebreakers after that, but those two should take care of almost all ties.
And the Knicks making a change here. Towns is checked in. And both free throws good for Mark. The Knicks leading by 6. Here's Jay. Misses off the right eye.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
Williams, a screen on Hart. It's a one, no good. New York shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? And that one's good. Towns.
And drifting to the corner and finding some space, Towns can exploit any gap in the defense.
There's Micic. Still scoreless. To the left side wing. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitive.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
He rifled that one in from distance. Jay's got the lead back up to 9 now for New York. Here's Micic. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. They kick it out to Green. Williams passes to Micic. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got his 5th rebound in this one. McBride nails the baby hook. And now an 11-point Knicks lead.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Pass to Williams. Outside, Martin. Green inside the three-point line. The Knicks pull it in. Here's Anunoby. And again, New York with the triple.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
One of the best 3-and-D wings in the league. Well, let's start with OG Anunoby, who excels from the corner.
And Kevin, about 45% on quarter threes the last couple seasons. So OG can space that floor horizontally. That's in addition to his elite defensive abilities.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Haynes checked in. Now that we're around the midway point of this NBA Cup stage, here's a look at how the standings are shaping up.
Yeah, it's been a really fun tournament to watch, especially when you see just how much the fans get into it, and we've still got a number of games to go.
Here's Mann. He had 25 points last game. Pass to Bridges. Back to Mann. No good again that time.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Hard, that's good.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, the new leadership in Charlotte has made it clear that it's not going in for quick fixes. The goal is sustained success, building with youth and development. All of roster flexibility or a blank slate. But with some promising young players and more health, there's nowhere to go but up. Kevin?
Health is huge. That's the hope. Hey, David, thank you. That shot off. Towns with the defensive effort. To the left wing. Here's Jay. And he's good on the three ball. Jay's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Knicks. Mann passes to Richards. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Richards got his first 2 points. The Knicks lead by 16. Here's Jay. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
His shooting has been outstanding, and definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Curry on the wing. There's 37 seconds left in the second quarter. Martin finds Mann. 5 on the clock. Back to Martin from downtown. Rebounded by Hart. New York's gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. Hornets trail by 18. Mann with it. 6 points for him. Here's the three. No good that time. He got it up. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's New York holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. Back to the action in just a minute.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
And for that game against the Pelicans, they'll have the advantage coming in. But it's not like they're infallible. I mean, no one is.
Yeah, I mean, on paper, it's a favorable matchup, but the game, last time I checked, was played on hardwood. And turning back to our first half, things going well, extremely well for the New York Knicks.
It's one-sided on the scoreboard, also in the rebounding column. They're hammering on these guys. This is how you blow a team out.
Yep, secure those boards, good things happen. Scientifically proven.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from Jay.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
Hornets shooting 32% overall right now, not one of their better showings. We've got Bridges. Trey Mann is out there with Curry. Then it's Nick Richards. And it's Green in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable great over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
Here's Curry after the made shot from Jay. Bridges outside. And it's off from three-point range. The Knicks leading by 20. Pass to Towns. Anunoby outside. Some nice passing by New York here. Here's Jay. He's got 21. Anunoby kicks to Bridges. Count it. Bridges got his second basket of the game.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Here's Mann. Anunoby sends it back.
A fantastic defender. Anunoby is skilled at positioning himself perfectly for these blocks.
Towns the pass to Jay. For 3, Anunoby, good. Anunoby's got 8 points.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Outside Curry. Pass to Richards. And there's the goal on Karl Anthony Towns. That'll be his second foul of the game. A different look for New York. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Achua comes in for Josh Hart. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Jay. Bridges for 3.
The backboard thus far.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. And with that, they remain undefeated in Group 1.
And with just one matchup left, it looks like we'll be seeing them in the next round of the NBA Cup.
And that about wraps it up. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. So long, everyone.
Huge moment on the show today as I am ready to unveil my ultimate NBA Dynasty rankings.
All right, I mean, it took you long enough.
Actually, he brought this up 2 weeks ago.
Finally, Toby says something useful.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, it would have taken me 20 minutes, but maybe that's because I know how to ball.
No one knows more than me, Russell,
Whatever.
about anything.
Oof, that is patently false.
And you can patently shut it.
That doesn't make sense.
Maybe not, Toby. I'm not a book boy like you, but I am a knower of ball, and I am ready to unveil my dynasty list.
All right, just say it already. Do we need a drum roll?
All right, here we go. In reverse order, please hold your applause until the end. Number 9, Hakeem's Rockets.
I like that. I like that.
Number 8, Isaiah's Bad Boy Pistons. Number 7, LeBron's Big 3 Heat. Number 6, Birds Big 3 Celtics. Number 5, Steph's Warriors. Number 4, Duncan's Spurs. Number 3, Kobe's Lakers. Number 2, Magic's Showtime Lakers. And number 1.
I mean, it's obviously Jordan's Bulls.
It's Jordan's Bulls.
Wrong! It's Jordan's Bulls!
Yeah, that's what I said.
No spoilers, Russ.
I mean, we both said it already.
We could debate the definition of spoiler all day long, but what I want to know is, what do you think?
I mean, quite frankly, it's a shockingly coherent list, especially for you, Jalen. But, I think some of the placement is debatable.
Nobody cares, Toby. Russ, what do you think? You're a hooper. How'd I do?
Honestly, I think my biggest thing is Duncan Spurs. I feel like you put him a little high.
What about 5 championships? Don't you understand,
No, I know.
Russell?
It's how long it took to get him.
Duncan's first championship came in 1999, and his last was in 2014. That's a 16-year span.
Right, and the Warriors, who you put below them, won 4 in 9 years. I mean, I could even make the case for the Celtics being more dominant, winning 3 and 7, including 5 finals appearances and going up against those great Lakers teams. Plus, I might put Larry over Steph if we're keeping it 100.
Look, those are interesting points you both make. It's clear you spent a lot of time thinking about this, and for that, I commend you. Unfortunately, it pains me to say this, but you're both unbelievably wrong and stupid.
Okay, we don't need to make it personal, Jalen. It's okay to disagree.
Everything is personal, Russ. This is war.
Pretty sure this is a TV show.
That it is, Toby, which means it's time for a quick commercial break. Back with more Jalen Murphy Show after this.
That's what I'm talking about.
9FP. Solid effort tonight on both ends. They don't even know what's coming for them. Let's go.
All right, baby. Let's get down.
nephew will get your very own Knicks t-shirt. Knicks fans, if you're still looking for tickets to upcoming home games, visit the ticket booth or the team's website for availability. Select games are still available. Hey, Knicks fans, mark your calendar for Knicks home Saturday. The first 10,000 fans through the doors get a free foam finger. The National Basketball Association and the New York Knicks are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior such as at guard, at 6'1", number 7.
Welcome, everyone, to the final matchup before the knockout round. Things are starting to get a little chippy. Everyone jostling for that NBA Cup, along with the all-star team of Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce. I'm Brian Anderson. And here in the first half of December, a look at the most recent power rankings. Hey, some intriguing stories. You look at San Antonio, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
Seeing where the Knicks are, they've been giving their all in every game, eager to show those who doubted them that they're capable of being the top team.
So a look at our starters for Orlando. Goga Bitadze is out there with Paolo Banchero. Then it's Suggs, and it's Houston in at the 2. And for the Knicks, they've got Karl Anthony Towns. Josh Hart is out there with OG Anunoby. Then there's Jalen Brunson, and it's Jay in at the shooting guard position. It seems we always keep circling back around to the topic of MP, and tonight is no different with the last game for him in the group stage of the NBA Cup. Of course, he's professed that he's taking his team all the way to win the Cup this season.
Hey, more power to him. I mean, he's got the swagger to make those statements, and I'd say he's delivering so far. You know, the most inspiring thing about MP's leadership is how it rubs off on the team. The whole organization is rooting for his growth as a leader and the sort of impact that can have on elevating his teammates as well. I think we're going to be in for a good one tonight.
Brunson misses, and this contest, the 4th one during the group stage of the NBA Cup. Grant, these teams have had vastly different fortunes so far in the tournament.
Well, one team is undefeated and the other is mostly out of NBA. About as different as you can possibly get. And that's just how it can be during these group stages. There is just little room for forgiveness.
And that one's good for Brunson.
You know, some threes look better than others, and Brunson's lefty stroke from 3 is a beautiful thing.
Banchero outside. Pass to Bitadze. Now Howard. Anunoby covering. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Orlando shooting their first free throws of this game.
2 shots.
And that one falls for Howard. The hallmark of this Orlando team, their defense, which led them to the playoffs last year, Coach.
Well, Brian, they were second in defensive rating. They've got great size. They're young and active. This is a great defensive team. And what's scary for the rest of the East, this team is still on the way up.
Now here's Towns. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game.
Yeah, Towns able to work through the contact down low. He's gotten better at that over the years.
And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Suggs, the pass to Bitadze. Here's Houston to the wing, right side. Bitadze with a screen. 5 on the clock. To the left side wing. There's Howard with the 3. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I had a chance to catch up with Tom Thibodeau. I asked him how he plans to slow down Paolo Banchero, and Coach told me, look, he's an all-star, so you've got to guard him with your whole team. He's big, he's strong, he can punish you down low. but he's also quick and has the ability to beat you on the perimeter. He'll have to be disciplined tonight, BA.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Connects from downtown. Towns has got 5 now.
Look, this is a big part of Towns' value. He's a big who can stretch the floor for him.
Pass to Banchero. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Batase with a screen. Here's Houston. And he lays it up and in.
Showing off the dribble moves. Able to create for himself. I love it.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for New York. Here's Jay. Last game we saw him with 32 points. Lets it go from the wing. Another one falls for New York.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Pass to Houston. Out left to the wing. And here's Howard. 9 points for him in his last game. And Banchero gets it to go.
And Banchero has some range already. I mean, I want to see him continue to drain these shots.
I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. Now here's Suggs. No points yet. Hart pulls it in. New York leading by 7. Pass to Jay. Right side, Anunoby. Outside Hart. Brunson against Suggs. Here's Jay. A great score, averaging almost 26 a game. Lets the 3 fly. That one is off. Magic trail by 7. Here's Houston. Suggs surveys the D. To the inside. Pass to Howard from downtown. He can't get it to go. And so the first quarter is in the books. New York out in front, up 7. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for New York.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
All right, this is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. In tandem at 1 and 2, Black and Harris. Wendell Carter is out there with Mo Wagner. And it's Howard in at the 3. Here's Black. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game. Carter on the wing. The Magic need to put one up here. The 3, here's Harris. He buries it from 3. Harris has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Pass to Robinson. Inside. Here's Jay. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead it to the score.
Black, no good. New York leading by 9. Here's McBride. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
Yeah, making a smart pass there. I mean, Bridges doesn't just hold the ball.
23-12.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half going by. On the take, dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, BA.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Here's Black. McBride covers. Wagner outside. Pass to Black. It's hauled in by Robinson. The Knicks have gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. Here's Jay, defended by Wagner. Good on the shot. Jay's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high percentage looks.
Here's Black. Pass to Carter. Here's Harris. Wagner on the wing. They get the rebound. Shot clock at 2. Robinson with the block. From the arc. Now here's Achua. Count that bucket.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you running effective team offense.
So it's both teams. So as we conclude the first half of a fairly one-sided game, New York out in front, up by 16. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
For the East, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Giannis, certainly deserves all the accolades. When you look at everything he's about, he remains one of the most unique players in NBA history.
If you could build an NBA player from scratch, he just may be the prototype. And switching gears now to that first half. Big hill to climb for the Orlando Magic.
You can do everything else, but if you don't take care of the boards, well, you know what I'm going to say.
Your goose is cooked? You're in hot water? Any of those?
Where were you born, Eddie?
And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
With a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room because you're right. He's the problem right now.
We've got OG Anunoby. Josh Hart is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Jalen Brunson, and it's Jay in a 2-guard. That's Tom Thibodeau's 5 as we get going in the second half. A nice shot by Houston.
Already an excellent passer at his position. Banchero just loves showing off his court vision.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, Paolo Banchero grew up in Seattle playing pros every summer, and that gave him a huge leg up in the NBA. He said, quote, "They always tell me it's not as hard as you think. You just have to be focused and locked in." That's what led to me having that demeanor. Brian?
The 2023 Rookie of the Year, Allie. He hit the ground running. And the basket is good.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
New York leading by 15. Outside Brunson. And again, New York with the triple.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Out to the right wing. Back to Howard. Pass to Banchero. 6 to shoot. Now Howard. The 3 from Suggs. And Anunoby pulls it down.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Now Brunson. Towns on a screen. The 3 is up. And again, New York with the triple.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Now here's Banchero. He's got 10. Let's go with a 3. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside Brunson. Pass to Jay. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Jay's got 14 points.
The shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
Suggs finds Banchero. Now Howard to end the run. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Towns has got his 5th rebound in this one. To the middle. The finish! And it's Towns with the power finish.
Timeout. And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack at the level.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
And the Magic call time here. just checked in for Orlando. Black comes in for Houston.
On the court.
And it's Houston in for Black.
Let's hear it for your Knicks City Dancers.
The Magic have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. On the court for the Magic, we've got Paolo Banchero. He's out there with Goga Batase. And it's Houston in at the 2.
Showing great vision and delivering the pass out in front.
And it's the Knicks with the ball after the basket by Orlando. Here's Jay. Off target from the wing.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Pass to Suggs. Here's Houston for 3. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Anunoby. And it's New York scoring again.
He means business. Unlikely to be a comeback on his watch.
Well, this is how you shut the door, right? You keep making good shots, and you build the lead.
Now here's Banchero. Now Suggs. Pass to Batase. Over Towns. Batase can't hit. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. Brunson surveys. No good there. Great D that time from Suggs. And Suggs has got the ball here for the Magic. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points.
And he did that so well in college. Suggs sharing it well in the league, too.
New York leading by 22. Outside Anunoby. A minute 42 left in the game. From the stripe. It's stolen by Howard. In transition, here they come. Suggs with it, and it's Brunson picking him up. Suggs, no good. New York has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Knicks.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every page of this game, Grant.
NBA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And they add to the win column, their 19th victory this year.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next 2 matchups between these two should be fun.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Jalen Brunson.
Well, he came out with great energy.
So New York takes this one by a big margin. And how about that performance in the NBA Cup? 4-0 in the group phase. They advance to the quarterfinals.
Yeah, while they've been dominant so far, it's single elimination going forward. A whole new game. I do like their chances.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. So long, everybody.
Keep it up, MP. Keep chopping wood. Wins pay the bills, baby.
Let's go.
All right. There was a lot of talk in this locker room at the beginning of the season about winning the NBA Cup and using that run to turn this year into something special. The team you're playing tonight, they don't care about your hopes or your dreams or what any of you are visualizing. We lose this game, we're out of the tournament before it even gets started, and the rest of the league gets the scent of blood. Don't get so lost in the clouds that you trip over what's right in front of your face. You take it one possession at a time, one rotation at a time. Make the pass. Trust your teammates. Trust the work. We are not winning any trophies tonight, gentlemen. Just focus on beating the team that's in front of you.
Yep.
All right? Bring it in. Win on 3.
All right.
1, 2, 3, win! Let's go. Let's go.
Kicks empty.
Don't miss any upcoming Knicks home games. Single game tickets and ticket packages are still available online and at your nearest ticket booth.
Folks, don't forget to come out to the game for Calendar Day. What better way to pass the year than with pictures of the Knicks City Dancers?
Fans, we hope you'll join us for upcoming Knicks home games. To learn about ticket availability, simply visit us online or stop by the ticket booth. We want your time at the arena to be enjoyable and incident-free. If you're having an issue at any time that needs to be addressed, please text the word Knicks along with your issue and seat location to...
And both teams going through their pregame rituals, getting loose well before we're underway. Welcome in, everyone. The NBA Cup has reached the knockout stage. Tonight, it's a quarterfinal in the East. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Kelly Oubre.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Look at the 76ers starting group. George in the front court alongside Martin. Then there's Embiid. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's McCain in at the two-guard spot. And for the Knicks, we've got Mikal Bridges. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Hart. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Jay in at the point. This marks the first game of the NBA Cup knockout round for these two teams. The Eastern Conference wild card on the road against a group winner.
And we've seen the excitement this tournament generates when it gets to this stage. It's a playoff atmosphere. Everyone in the building knows there's a lot on the line.
And here we are in the quarterfinals. MP's very pleased to be here. But he knows the job is not done yet.
Oh, yeah. And MP wants it all. From the start of this competition, he told us he is all in on winning this thing, and he's 3 wins away from reaching that goal.
And so it's the Knicks getting on the board first. And here's George. Pass to Maxey. The shot's good.
You know, Maxey finds all kinds of ways to score, and he knows only one speed. Flat out, all out.
Here's Hart. That one's in. His first shot this game.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, that's how he rolls. I mean, intimidate the opponent right now.
Here's McCain. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark right now. He's averaging about 19 points a game. Buries it from three-point range.
Because he's a stretch floor with a reliable and consistent three, George adds a lot to this offense.
Well, Greg, the Knicks have certainly brought hope back to the city of New York.
And it's been fun to watch. The fans are rallying behind this team, and it's not just because they're winning. It's the way they're winning. They play with heart and hustle.
Here's McCain after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. Pass to Embiid. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Shot clock at 5. Maxey passes to Embiid. He can't get that one. Towns with the defensive effort. The Knicks have got their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game. Now, here's Maxey. Tight defense on him. Martin, the pass to Maxey. Down low. He's looking for Embiid and finds him. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia, where they were able to handle the 76ers.
Yeah, they cruised to a win in these teams' last encounter, and their field goal percentage was off the charts.
Scorching and torching offensively. They were able to get everything they wanted.
Here's Maxey. After the made shot from Jay, the shot will not fall.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
In the corner is Bridges. Hart, wide open. He fires. Drains it from beyond the arc. Hart's got 5 minutes.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, Jay in that last matchup against the Raptors was phenomenal. He finished with 19 points, and he was efficient out there. And so it was another big night, something he's been doing a lot of lately, and I'm sure he's looking to keep it going tonight. Kevin?
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
Here's Maxey. After New York gets the 3. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And Clark, the debate around Karl Anthony Towns. Is he the greatest shooting big of all time?
Well, look, if you just want to go numbers, it's an emphatic yes. No 7-foot has ever shot it like Cat. Around 40% from 3 over his career. It's not just a 1 or 2 season deal. That's a multi-year career. So I say yes.
Let's see what you got.
Back there.
Robinson's checked in. Timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He's ready to talk things through with the team. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Joel Embiid out there with Yabusele. Then there's Lowry. Then there's Oubre. And it's Council in at the small forward position. Payne with the block. Here's Jay. Covered by Oubre. And the basket by Jay. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for New York.
Their defense has been so aggressive right out of the gate, wasting no time shutting shooters down here with authority.
But how about their scoring in transition as well? That's been a big factor to this point. Are those high tops or track shoes these guys are wearing? My goodness.
And good that time. Hart's got 10 points in the game.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Now, here's Lowry. Really disappointing game for him in that loss to Chicago.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Towns with the bucket.
Tell you what, going end to end, Towns may not always look like he's moving fast, but he's gobbling up some ground in a hurry. And some of that is his stride. That fella's got some big feet, too. Putting up a goose egg bagel this period. At this point, you have to run the offense through somebody else. I mean, that's your only choice. Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
The 76ers trail by 20. And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking. I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office. And you know, guys, with him being on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels them.
First free throw is good. And after this quarterfinal round of the NBA Cup, the final 3 games will all be played on a neutral floor.
And that's what makes this one so important. If you can make it to the semis, it's wide open. Whoever wins this game has a great shot to take home the trophy.
Here's Jay. He's got 7. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots. 40 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Outside, Martin. Pass to McCain. Outside, George. Traps in the tray. George has got 6 points.
And they may be leaning a little too heavy on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
Yeah, and it's one thing when your shots are falling from the perimeter, but when you go cold, things aren't going as well, you got to get that thing inside. Mix it up a little bit.
And here are the Knicks now. After Paul George getting his 3 to go. 5 to shoot. And Towns gets it to go.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And so George will bring it up for Philadelphia. 19-point game. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
Here's Maxey. Timeout. After the made shot from Jay, and it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Bridges comes in for OG Anunoby. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Jay. Yabusele, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And we'll be right back after this.
Howdy, folks. The moment you've been waiting for is here. Before we recap the first half, let's see what the standings look like in the East.
Checking out New York. I had them as a top team before the season, and now I'm picking them to make the finals. Tell me I'm wrong, Kenny. You can't, because I'm right. 2 + 2 is 5.
And as much as it pains me, I have to agree with Big Fella.
And looking now at that first half where everything was going wrong for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Can't miss this many shots and not be competitive. They're rushing, looking desperate. Kind of feel sorry for them.
No, you don't.
You were laughing while we were watching it.
Hey, man, that's off the air.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been one outstanding game from Jay.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
The 76ers trail by 17. And Clark, we know the last handful of years, the 76ers have been a threat in the East.
7 straight years of playoff runs. Can't get past that second-round barrier, though, Kevin. But as far as success, they've been as consistent as it comes in the East the last decade.
Josh Hart out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then there's Jay, and it's Bridges in at the shooting guard. So that's who Tom Thibodeau starts the second half with. Here's McCain. Pass to Maxey. Takes a three. It's rebounded by Anunoby.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, D.A.?
Thank you, Kevin. Joel Embiid talks about leading his team. He said, I've been guarded so many different ways, I feel like I've seen everything, and I know how to attack everything. For me, it's all about how do I bring everyone along with me. You can't win alone. It's just about playing together and involving everybody.